UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said earlier in 2022 that nuclear war is now back within the realm of possibility for the first time since the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. From pop stars to geopolitical experts, nuclear bombs have captured the attention of the public, and everybody seems to be weighing in on it. So today we'll be taking a look at what would actually happen if the United States was nuked. T-0. Russia launches nuclear attacks. Russia has bomb silos located not only across the country, but also extensively along the Russian coastline, with nuclear submarines patrolling 3 naval bases. A Russian television broadcast in 2019 identified 3 primary targets if Russia were ever to engage in nuclear warfare. The first target, of course, was the U.S. Pentagon, located in Washington, D.C. The second target was a commanding submarine communications base off the west coast near Seattle. And third was the McClellan Air Force Base located outside Sacramento, California. T-minus 30 seconds. NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, would attempt to verify the incoming missiles to alert the president. T-minus 90 seconds. The launches would have been confirmed and verified. The U.S. military in command would move to DEFCON 2, and the missile silos would be put on high alert. Citizens are then instructed via Amber Alerts and other methodology to evacuate or take shelter when appropriate. T-minus 5 minutes. The U.S. Navy and local defense systems will be instructed to attempt to intercept all incoming missiles before impact. This will be an unlikely occurrence due to the hypersonic nuclear weapons that Russia has access to. However, any and all attempts will be made. T-minus 40 minutes. Nuclear missile impacts. Simultaneously, the U.S. military in command move to DEFCON 1. We likely send out retaliatory strikes. If a nuclear bomb was detonated aerially, the widespread emitting nuclear radiation would function extremely effectively as an EMP, electromagnetic pulse. That would disable all mobile communication channels and much of the electronic infrastructure we have currently available, and destroying almost all electronic devices in the vicinity. This would disable phone calls, the internet itself, wipe electronics, blown out streetlights, and much, much more over a 100-mile radius. However, were a nuclear bomb to actually be detonated on a city, it could cause even more havoc. For a moderate-sized modern nuclear bomb, each impact location could cause flash blindness to all onlooking individuals with a radius of up to 50 miles. Everyone within a 4-mile radius would likely be dead. Substantial burns can occur well over a 7-mile radius depending on the strength of the bomb. Even at a safe distance, this would feel like entering an oven and could cause severe burns to the flesh. Following an extremely intense sequence of blast waves and wind speeds of up to 100 to 500 miles per hour, these would cause intense pressures, enough to crumble buildings, and can be exceedingly loud, enough to cause deafness and likely the loudest thing one has ever heard. T-minus 60 minutes. Chaos ensues. Each detonation point, fire and nuclear radiation spreads rapidly outwards of the radius, following the wake of destroyed buildings and a panicking population. Various military and humanitarian organizations would mobilize to help people successfully evacuate and escape. All belongings must be abandoned due to the radiation that they have encountered. People are panicking, and many heroes would work to save those who could be saved. Nuclear war is obviously an alarming threat, and we need to do everything we can to avoid the perilous consequences that we would collectively face if it were ever initiated. Are we at a tangible threat to nuclear war? Most experts don't believe so, and we are not facing the same public panic such as the 1962 missile crisis. Yet still, it is always better to remain cautious and vigilant. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Be sure to tune in next time to Adrenaline District.